What is up, everyone?
Welcome back to another challenge video.
Very exciting day today. I won the last challenge.
So I'm gonna win this one, just letting you know.
We'll see about that. So I chose Buddha bowls.
And actually, we also want to mention, someone suggested that whoever wins the previous challenge will pick the theme for the next one. So Chris picked Buddha bowls.
So it's about to get crazy in here. I'm making a sushi Buddha bowl.
And I'm making a Mediterranean-inspired Buddha bowl. So
let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
So to start the sushi Buddha bowl, we're gonna pickle some cabbage. So this is gonna be a quick pickle. It's not a full fermentation here. So we're just gonna add in our purple cabbage along with our onions, which
I don't know where they went. Oh.
Along with our onions, thank you. We're just going to add in some apple cider vinegar here, along with some salt, some sugar, some pepper, and some ginger.
Ooh. Do they always put ginger in this type of thing, or is it just for this?
You can.
That sounds good.
Since we're going Asian inspired, thought I'd kick it up a notch here. So we're just gonna mix this up real quick. So this will sit for 15 minutes and an hour. So depending on how long you want it to pickle. So I'll set this aside.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, then I'm going to start my bowl off with some falafel. So first up we have a can of chickpeas that we just rinsed and drained. Drained and rinsed actually in that order. A cup of garbanzo bean flour, chickpea flour, just to make sure it's not too moist.
Moist. How many people love that word?
I don't. Then we have a cup of cilantro and some fresh parsley from our garden. And I didn't leave out all of the stems on this. I tried my best to, but I figure it's gonna be ground down and the flavor is still in the stems and they're still edible, so.
Smells bomb.
And then we have some spices here and some garlic. I have 2 tiny cloves here, so it's 4 in total. Then I have some black pepper, some cumin, and some pink Himalayan salt. I have half of a red onion. I'm just going to throw that in. Next up is some tahini.
Touching.
Oh my gosh.
You need help?
Shh.
I love tahini.
Lastly, we're going to be adding in about a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm gonna eyeball it here. Usually I do this in steps, but since the onions are chopped and the herbs are pretty broken down, I'm just gonna do it all at once. So I just wanted to mention that.
Just make it easy.
All right, so we are going to just grab a lined baking sheet, and I'm just going to be using an ice cream scooper just to make sure all of these are uniform.
Scoop it!
Roll it into a bowl.
You want me to help you roll these out here? This is a competition, but you know, we're a team at the end of the day here.
Yeah. Forgot to mention you can adjust salt and pepper to taste. You can just try the batter. And then we're just going to place this in an oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Then we're going to flip it and then bake it for another 20 to 25 minutes just until it is nice and golden brown.
So now we are going to make our sushi rice. So this is some cooked rice. It's a short grained rice. You can use sushi rice, which is preferred, but any kind of rice will really work. It's just you won't have necessarily the same consistency. Just gonna add in our rice. We're not gonna use all of this, but it'll end up making, I would say, probably 2 bowls or so. So we're gonna add in some seasoned rice vinegar. Essential here.
So seasoned just means it has sugar in it already, so if you don't have seasoned, you can just do rice vinegar and some sugar.
And then we're also going to add in some furikake. So it has sesame seeds, seaweed, I'm not sure what garlic is. Is there garlic in here?
Sure.
It's just like an Asian seasoning blend.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to give this a quick mix. Damn, that's sticky.
Let me try it.
You can indeed it.
I'm intrigued it.
That's bomb.
Okay, so for my bowl, instead of just plain rice, I'm going to be using tabbouleh. I have some cooked rice here. It's rice and quinoa that we also cooked with turmeric. We always have that in our fridge, so I'm just gonna make use of that. And then I'm going to be adding in some chopped parsley and fresh mint, chopped bell peppers and green onions, some garlic, some salt, and some black pepper. And I'm going to be putting in about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Again, just gonna eyeball it. how we roll. And then all that's left to do is mix this up. And usually I add in tomatoes and cucumbers as well, but since we are making a Buddha bowl, I thought it would be pretty to just like lay those as their own ingredients in the bowl. And then we're just going to let this sit and kind of marinate a bit as we prepare the remaining ingredients. You wanna make your dressing?
Let's do it. So now we're gonna make our wasabi dressing. So this is super simple. It's more of like a wasabi mayo, but we can add some more water to get the consistency the way we want it to make it more of a sauce or a dressing. So we're gonna add in some vegan mayonnaise here. This is the Follow Your Heart Vegenaise, but you can use any vegan mayo that you'd like. And then we have some wasabi powder we're just gonna add in, and a little bit of water. And that's literally it. So super easy. Just gonna mix this up, and then once you have a consistency that's similar to, I guess like a salad dressing, and then you are good to go.
So our falafels have baked for about 20 minutes, so we're going to just carefully flip them. I'm just gonna use my hands.
That smell is amazing.
Thank you. Before we put these back into the oven, I'm going to make some roasted chickpeas for the bowl as well. So I have some dried parsley, garlic, smoked paprika, and salt. And then we are just going to mix that all together. And then we're going to put this back into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I just want to make sure it's fully browned and crispy and delicious, just like this.
Damn! So now we are ready to assemble our sushi bowl. Get that trusty ice cream scooper. Just give it some nice rice balls. Next we're gonna add in some baked tofu. This is the teriyaki flavor. This tofu is pre-packaged, but you can always make your own if you'd like. We have a smoky tofu recipe on the blog that would be a perfect fit, but just for the sake of time here, we're just gonna use the pre-made stuff. And then we also have some edamame. Just put that over here. Thinly sliced cucumber. I almost forgot the cabbage that is still pickling in the fridge.
Cabbage, sorry.
Cabbage. So we're not going to use all of this again. I'd say you probably have enough here for 2 bowls or so. Well, this you probably have more, but you can use this for anything really. It's all about presentation here. This is what we're being judged on. Now we have some nori here. And we're just going to fold this into 4s. And just flip that this way. And of course the pickled ginger right on top. And we have our wasabi dressing. I'm just gonna add in right here. Buddha bowl complete. You can top it with a little more furikake if you'd like. Sorry guys.
So first up, we're just gonna add in some fresh spinach. Then we have our tabbouleh, so just load it up. And then next up is our falafel. So they got nice and crispy. Ooh, feel it. Nice and crispy.
I want to eat that right now.
We have some fresh cucumber, and again, like I mentioned earlier, you can just mix those into the tabbouleh if you want, which is how it's usually made, but I decided to take it out and have it in the bowl because it'll be prettier for presentation. I have some tomatoes that I just cut into large chunks, black olives, and to be honest, I hate olives, but I knew that they would go well with this bowl, and Chris is going to
I'm gonna eat them all.
Yeah, Chris is gonna be trying this bowl, so I know he'll like it. Chickpeas, roasted chickpeas. Can I
Just use your hands. Just get crazy.
And then lastly, we have some store-bought hummus. You can make your own, but decided just to make it easier, I'm just gonna put a glob in here. And there you go. A Mediterranean Buddha bowl. Okay, all that's left to do is a taste test.
Let's dig in.
I'm pumped because the falafels turned out really crispy on the outside, just how I like it.
Mm-hmm. I think I won.
No, I was literally gonna say that. I think I won.
Love those chickpeas. I like them both. I don't know. It's up to you guys to vote.
Make sure you vote for who wins this challenge video in the top right corner.
Got a poll right up here.
Yeah, and whoever wins will be picking the theme for next month's challenge.
Let's see if I can go 2-0 here.
We'll stay tuned for that. We'll let you guys know who wins.
So thank you guys so much for watching.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you check out these recipes on our blog, sweetsimplevegan.com.
Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below and give us some more challenge ideas, or just say hey. We'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!